Life is marked by contrasts. There are bright days, filled with joy and achievements, but there are also dark moments of pain, fear, and uncertainty. This alternation between darkness and light is inevitable because it is part of the human experience. What differentiates each person is not the absence of difficulties, but the way they choose to face them. Darkness represents periods of loss, failure, or crisis when we can't see solutions. It symbolizes the confusion that often takes over our mind and heart. Light, on the other hand, is the symbol of clarity, hope, and inner strength. It is the brightness that arises even in the toughest scenarios. When we are in darkness, it is natural to feel trapped with no way out. But it is precisely in those moments that the opportunity for transformation is born. Light is not the denial of darkness, but the answer to it. It is through contrast that we discover who we truly are and what we are capable of. Everyone faces darkness at some point. It may be an illness, a disappointment, a professional failure, or even the painful loss of someone dear. The big question is not whether we will face it, but how we will react when it comes. That is the turning point between stagnation and growth. The metaphor of light reminds us that even in the densest darkness, there is always a spark of hope. That spark may be small, but enough to guide our next steps. The secret is never to stop looking for the light, even when it seems far away. Obstacles are part of every human journey. Life is not a straight and easy road, but full of curves and stones that test our determination. Each person faces their own battles, often invisible to others. What changes is not the presence of difficulties, but the way we choose to respond to them. These obstacles, when seen as teachers, push us out of our comfort zone and reveal abilities we would never develop in peaceful times. Every challenge is a step in our evolution, and every victory becomes a mark that strengthens our identity. Without them, there would be no growth, nor stories of transformation. Yet, the natural tendency of human beings is to resist difficulties. We seek comfort and safety, avoiding discomfort. We postpone decisions, run from problems, and cling to familiar patterns, even when harmful. But this resistance only prolongs the suffering and strengthens fear. It is necessary to understand that pain can be a catalyst for change. Suffering forces us to reflect, to question, and to reevaluate life. It connects us to our humanity, awakens empathy, and reveals our true priorities. Many times, we discover hidden strengths exactly when we thought we had none left. That is why changing perspective in the face of problems is fundamental. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What can I learn from this?" That simple shift in perspective reshapes the pain and transforms it into opportunity. Inspiring stories confirm this truth. Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, returned stronger and led his people to freedom. Beethoven composed some of his greatest works even after losing his hearing. Oprah Winfrey and Malala Yousafzai turned pain into legacy. These examples show that it is not the absence of suffering that defines us, but the way we face it. In times of crisis, resilience becomes essential. It does not make us immune to pain, but gives us the strength to go through it. Resilience is built little by little, like a muscle, and teaches us to be flexible, creative, and hopeful even in chaos. It is precisely in difficulties that great lessons are hidden. Pain reveals talents we did not know we had, shows repeated patterns we need to break, and teaches us patience, discipline, or empathy. When we can see those lessons, obstacles stop being punishments and become steps of evolution. Failure also plays a crucial role in this journey. Although feared, it is one of life's greatest teachers. Every failed attempt brings us closer to success, because it forces us to adjust our paths, cultivate humility, and persevere. There is no true success without failures along the way. And it is in the depths of pain that inner strength awakens. This power does not appear in easy times, but when we are pushed to the limit. The decision not to give up, to take one more step even when everything seems lost, is what reveals the hero within each of us. There are techniques that help us reframe challenges and access this strength. Therapeutic writing organizes the mind, gratitude strengthens the spirit, meditation brings calm, positive visualization prepares us for victory, and self-care fortifies body and soul. Small daily habits create a new way of looking at problems. Faith and hope are also indispensable beacons. They do not erase the night, but illuminate the path until the sun rises again. To have faith is to believe that there is a greater purpose. To have hope is to believe that better days will come. Together, they sustain the human heart in the darkest times. When we overcome and find the light, sharing our story becomes an act of generosity. By telling our experiences, we inspire those who are still in the shadows. Stories of resilience create chains of solidarity and show that no one is truly alone. Every obstacle, no matter how painful, can reveal a new path. Sometimes, the door that closes forces us to see hidden opportunities. The end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the experience of failure may be invitations to restart in a more authentic way. In the end, we realize that life is a continuous journey from darkness to light. Every fall strengthens us, every obstacle teaches us, and every pain awakens our inner power. It is not about living without difficulties, but about learning to grow through them. The message is clear: do not run from darkness. Face it, go through it, learn from it. Because it is in darkness that you will find the light that already exists within you.